Hello, 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 greetings and welcome. Welcome back. I am so happy that you have chosen to join us. Welcome to our family community here. Please, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. So when we get new content, you get it too. Yes. All right, so I'm here continuing our promotions, especially from my group, Caribbean Female Writers Promoting Their Books and Scripts. So today, without further ado, I go right in on our promotions. So today we have Trinidad and Tobago back in the house. Say TNT. TNT, yes, Trinidad and Tobago is back in the house. And today, hopefully, they're bringing us some pilari and roti. No, 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 no. Our author of the day from Trinidad and Tobago is bringing us a cat. Yes, a cat. A cat will be the main character today, a bougie cat. So, Miss Hazel-Ann Lynch is a true gem from my group, one of the gems from my group who invites all her friends, especially those from Trinidad, and I love it. I love it. I love it. She's very active in the group and she really invites a lot of her friends to the group, and I appreciate that immensely. We have a few others that invite others too, but she has really been popping them through, and she is a true supporter as well within our group. So thank you, Miss Hazel-Ann Lynch. All right, so Hazel-Ann Lynch started out from a very young age of 12, writing and writing away. She has many a pen pal from all over the world. So she does it the old-fashioned way with the pen and the paper to the pad and write to pen pals all over the world. She's said to have 75 pen pals. That's a lot. That's a lot of writing. So I give it to her. I used to have one or two, but 75? Yes, true writer. True writer indeed. So I'm here to tell you that beyond her pen paling years, she just happened to be at the right place at the right time to be inspired to write a book about a cat. Yes, a cat. A bougie cat at that. So this book's main character is Senor Fluffy, and he's a bougie cat to the T. Humorous indeed. Senor Fluffy is used to being waited on by butlers and housekeepers, being carried from country to all over the place and all over the country he travels. Travels the world, eating and drinking the best of the fine cuisines and all. So when his human, Madame Dubois, decides abruptly to leave Paris and to stay in New York City, he is highly upset, very upset, and catching a fit. He describes New York City as a concrete jungle. And this privileged, spoilt cat shares his feelings, thoughts about his new friends, his new place, and blunt opinions about anyone and anything throughout this book. This book leaves you intrigued, laughing, and definitely wanting more. So, what I'm going to do, this book in particular, I got on my Kindle. So I'm going to read just a small portion for you today. Just a small portion so you get a taste of the action. And I'm telling you, this is a book that if you want some comedy in your life, you want to hear all these just silly little innuendos and things from a cat, but imagine it being a person, coming from a person. But this time a cat that thinks he's better than anybody else. It's a funny book, and she adds all kind of little recipes and jokes on the side, and it's a great book. It's just a great book. I don't even know what to say about it. You have to see it and read it for yourself. But just briefly bear with me. I will read just a small portion from chapter 1 so that you get an idea, and definitely it will definitely get you out there ready to look for this book and read it, because it's that good. So let's get on with it. So we have Senor Fluffy, A Cat's Tale. And that's Mr. Bougie Cat. Can you see? I hope you can see. That's him sitting in the chair with what looks like some coffee. Maybe cappuccino. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to read from the first chapter. A little from the first chapter. Seriously? MDB? That's Madame Dubois for short. Alright, so bear with me, okay? I, Senor Fluffy, am mystified that my owner, Madame Dubois, is hell-bent on going to New York City, that concrete jungle of all places. I cannot wrap my whiskers around the idea of moving from Paris, the city of lights, where I was born, bred, and living a life of privilege, to embracing the unknown. Here, I have butlers and housekeepers at my beck and call. The top floor for myself, toys, and several varieties of catnip. I'm accustomed to water flown in from the Swiss Alps, fresh cow's milk, caviar, salmon, pâté, and whatever my heart desires. I, Senor Fluffy, fares sumptuously every day. Now, Madame Dubois is obscenely rich. To be candid, though, she is extremely gullible. Just about anyone who comes knocking at our door with a sad tale, convoluted story, or dangling a how-to-get-rich-quick scheme is welcomed. Who in their right mind tries to get rich quick when they're already rich? I guess what they say is true. The rich always wants to get richer. My Madame Dubois, or MDB as I call her when I'm in a bad mood, gives them any amount of money they ask for without ever signing a contract or even a piece of stripped bark. After about 29 harebrained schemes all gone wrong, all causing her to leak money like a drippy tap, she decides she needs to go where no one knows of her foolishness and no one knows her name. And of all places, New York City. I've been there and done that, and I'm not impressed. And just like that, my life is altered, trajectory changed. Did she even consider my feelings, my needs, weigh the pros and cons? Hell no, this heifer, MDB doesn't think things through. She only reacts and then reacts again. So that's a small portion of the book. You definitely are going to have to run, not walk, run to Amazon.com to purchase the book to read some more. It is not a terribly lengthy book, and it's so funny, and you're going to want more. You're going to want to hear more. And from the inside scoop, I hear we will be seeing more. I hear we will be seeing more of Senior Fluffy soon. So get over to Amazon.com to follow Hazel-Ann Lynch, purchase this funny book, review it, and see when we will get the privilege of viewing Senior Fluffy, A Cat's Tale again, to hold it in your hand and to read it for yourself. Okay, so definitely stay tuned for all the goodies about Hazel-Ann Lynch. If you go to her Facebook, author Hazel-Ann Lynch, or Amazon.com, Senior Fluffy, A Cat's Tale. Don't walk, run, and get this magnificent book where a cat tells its tale. Okay, so we're going to move right into our next book, and I'm sure it's just as exciting. So stay tuned and see who's coming up next. So we are just carrying on, and we're moving on to our next book. All right. So we have had the pleasure of having Mrs. Marva Riley from Jamaica, and now we have Jamaica back in the house again. What a turnaround, a trickle effect. So Jamaica returns with another very creative gem today, who enjoys reading and using her Caribbean culture and everyday events to create her own fictional stories. She has decided to publish one of her 4 books. The one I had the pleasure of reading, well, most of it anyway so far, is a really good page turner. And when I say page turner, I mean that. If I didn't have all the distractions of life, I'd be sitting reading the book straight through to the end. But of course, I had to take a break. But it was really hard, very difficult to put it down just to take a break. I mean that. So Miss Jennifer R. Scott is a talented lady. She is very talented. This book was very, very well written, and I am enjoying it immensely. I really am. She is a quiet one in my group. Don't hear her too often, but I definitely want an interview after this book. It is really a delightful read. I definitely has decided to follow Jennifer on Amazon immediately because I am intrigued not only with this book, but I'm intrigued to see what happens in her other works of art, as I like to call them, especially in the one that's called Quarter to 11. I am intrigued to see what events take place a quarter to 11. So Jennifer Scott is, as I said, very talented and wrote this book that I am reading currently. I am so excited to finish it. Very excited. And it's called 3 Men, 1 Woman. Right? 3 Men, 1 Woman. And I am so excited to finish it. I can't tell you how exciting it is to read this book. So I'm going to get right in to reading just apart from the prologue for you so that you can see how captivating it is, because it reels you in and you want to keep reading more. Okay, so I'm going to read that small portion for you, and then we'll come right back to wrap it up. Okay, so just listen out and enjoy. This novel is a work of fiction. Any references or similarities to real people living or dead, events, establishments, or locales, are intended only to give this fictional story a sense of reality and are purely coincidental. Love is sweet, love is bitter, and love can also be deadly. Who has the right to tell us whom we can love? Love does not see color. Love is love. This book is sweet, lovely, inspiring, and surprising. Desiree! John hollered in a desperate voice. Please listen to me. Go back to your mother's house. I do not trust this guy, John said. But the cleaning lady, John cut me off. Desiree, just go, he pleaded. Okay, I answered. I love you, baby. I love you too, honey, John responded. Whap! I was stunned. Oh my God! John, this guy just hit me! I cried out. Desiree, get the hell out of there! Whap! I stumbled against the kitchen cabinet and fell to my knees, blood spilling from my nose. I yelled out, John, help me! He's going to kill me! I started begging for my life. Desiree! I could hear John yelling my name as I tried crawling toward the cell phone which had fallen out of my hand. Blood and mucus drained onto my white pants. Xander, please don't kill me. I'm begging you. I pleaded with him. I could still hear John screaming out my name as the phone was still on the speaker. I curled up close to the refrigerator, trying to protect myself from the kicks Xander was raining down on me as my life started to fade. Xander, please don't kill me. I begged with every bit of strength I could muster. I'm sorry. Stop. God, please, don't let him kill me. I cried out. Stop. Please, Xander, please do not kill me. I'm begging you. You're begging me now? Xander said with a sardonic laugh. You think you're too good for me? He said in broken English. I took care of this property and protect it. And now you think I'm not good enough to stay here, bitch? You think because you're married to one man that you're better than me? Stop. Let's go back to the beginning. So as you can tell, that is going to be something to read. I am going on, I think, on to chapter 10. It is a little bit lengthier than the other books, but it's worth the read. This is worth the read. And I can't wait to see the others because they have such captivating, reeling in titles such as Dangerous Ways and My Innocence. Okay, so these titles are sure to captivate and capture the audience and make them want to go out and buy. So from that little prologue and the introduction, I am sure when you heard what was going on in that scene, it brought you to, oh my goodness, what's going on? I want to read more and see and find out what this book is all about and how did it come to the details that began the book. So that was a little part of the beginning, and then it tells you, and not really the beginning, but something that happened in the book, and then it starts all the way back around to the beginning to start the story to tell you really what happened, what went on, and how it got to that point. So it's very intriguing. and I can't wait to finish it. Okay, so I hope you're like me. Can't wait. You're going to run, not walk, to Amazon.com to try to get Three Men, One Woman by Jennifer R. Scott, who is a very talented Jamaican author to kids and really, really pleasant lady who I will definitely continue to seek out and get an interview, because these books are definitely just beautiful, amazing. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, and I'm sure you will too. So definitely go out and get her book. Check the detailed description box for any details pertaining to these books, so that you can get in contact with the author if needed, or just go out and grab the books and gift them. Gift them if you are not interested, or if you have her collection already, make sure her book already, make sure you stay tuned, follow her for the upcoming books that she plans to publish. Okay, so do take care. I'm Andrea Eccles. Don't forget to hit subscribe, notification bell, like, share, and comment, because I would love to hear what you're thinking about all these beautiful, talented authors that we have on this platform. Take care, and I love you. Take care.